at Harris. We can't thank you enough for all your hard work. Thank you for being willing to do the nitty-gritty, dirty, wet, and sweaty work that is so necessary to keep our program running. Most sincerely, your friends at Highland Park Community.
Harris has a long legacy when it comes to community involvement. As a matter of fact, our involvement dates back 100 years when Albert W. Harris, who was a former president of Harris Bank, started what's now called the Chicago Community Trust. Volunteer Day came about when one of the objectives was to gain more visibility for the work that we do. And so we picked one day out of the year, and the first year we had 315 employees that raised their hands and said they wanted to be involved. And this past year we had over 750 employees involved throughout our organization.
Harris is an interesting group of folks. Those type of employees are just irreplaceable for us because they give our whole homeless shelter guests a whole different concept. You know, we can bring churches in, we can bring individuals in, but to have those business folks come in, it really teaches a different sense. Brings that professional side in that they don't get on a daily basis.
Our brand is, we're here to help. And when we're active in the community, doing the things that we're doing, like Volunteer Day, that's living our brand. That's making our brand, we're here to help, come alive.
The Woodbridge Community Pantry, it's a center in which those lower income, less fortunate individuals are able to come and get groceries, maybe school supplies for their children. We clean restrooms, we painted a wall, we vacuumed, we buffed the floor, we cleaned the waiting area. That's what we did at the Woodbridge Community Pantry.
But when we walked in the door, a little kid who came up to about my knee came and hugged me and said, "I'm glad you're here." Well, after that, I was buttered.
Volunteer Day, where you have 750 employees, all wearing their red Harris We're Here to Help t-shirts, is one example of Harris making some noise.
My experience at Kenneth Young has just been great. They work with mental health issues as well as a segment for the elderly population, and it makes me feel really great to be able to help and give back to the community, particularly from the elderly front, as my mother is now 92 years old and has encountered a number of problems that these folks do, but without the support. And Kenneth Young steps in and they make sure that they're able to help these folks along.
At Lazarus House, some of these people don't have half of what we have, so it was such a great way to help them, and it was just a great way to give back to the community.
Because there are so many people that are less fortunate, and to be able to maybe even touch them or to read to a young person and knowing that in the long run it's going to help somebody become a better person, it makes my heart so happy. I'm sorry I'm about to cry. It means just that much to me, literally.
I'd seen a lot of different sides of people. At work, I guess you don't get to see the inside of them, the caring side of them and things like that, so it was kind of nice to see that. I saw pretty much everybody definitely stepped up to the plate and had a good time.
Caring is contagious. It was very exciting to be a part of. The one thing that struck me is as we were leaving, there were a number of associates who were talking about wanting to go back and continue on with the work that began. And it made me think about Volunteer Day is just the beginning.
Harris giving is not just about the dollars, it's not just about the money. Our giving is about time as well. Both are important, because without the funds, the organizations couldn't operate, and without the time that we spend, they couldn't get those wonderful projects done that they look to accomplish. So both are very important to the organizations.
they think they took a little bit out of their time, their schedule to come out, but really it's a huge difference to our guests. The homeless people that we have there need that professional influence. They need those people from the professional arena to come out, give them hope, encouragement.
Volunteers are the heartbeat of our agency. They are so appreciated, and everything that they do is what keeps the doors open at Home of the Sparrow.
The things that you do for the community and the things that you've done for us seem so infinitesimal, I'm sure, to you. But without your help, we couldn't do some of the things that we're doing.
Giving back to the community is not only about giving to others, but it's also what you take back from that day and that experience.
I remember one lady, as they were leaving, was standing blowing kisses out, out to the street to their bus, and it was just a really good physical representation of how she felt about the service that the volunteers were able to provide.
It means the absolute world to me. It gives me the opportunity to give back to the community in which gave to me.
Volunteer Day means to me that we really walk the talk. We already support our communities financially, and on Volunteer Day it's a very visible way to show what we do all year long. To me, it's truly a celebration of our commitment to the communities.
It's a great opportunity for the community to see us as not just a stodgy downtown bank, but actually a partner in communities where service is not as commonplace, and we were very, very happy to have made a big difference in the day and in the lives of those individuals.
I saw lots of smiles, lots of hard work, and really the message there for us is that it allowed Harris to show that we're here to help.
For all of our employees that have been involved to date, I would look for them to continue to be involved. What I hope they will take away is not only the power that they're bringing, the change that they're making to that organization, but the knowledge that there are so many other organizations out there that are in need of their help as well. And with them going out and helping, and with also the dollars that they contribute to United Way, that way Harris is really showing the power of being there to help.